how you started with this program.
So I am someone that tried everything. I did everything from Jenny Craig. I went to the gym 5-6 days a week, did weightlifting. I did meal prep. I mean, you name it, I've tried it and did it consistently. And it just never stayed with me. It never stuck. So I ended up doing the yo-yo. And then I had heard about intermittent fasting. I remember Googling it and was very intimidated by it because when you did the search 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, it's men with six-pack of abs. I'm like, that's not me. And then I watched a BBC documentary about
So yes, hopefully if you're a female out there watching it, don't worry because it can go both ways. And the great point she brought up is the yo-yo effect. You can buy these fad diets. You can do certain things that will help you temporarily. I mean, the one that cracks me up the most is cosmetic weight loss, you know, liposuction, freeze the fat. But the goal of this channel is to change your lifestyle. And I feel like the fasting, it does change your lifestyle because you do get used to eating less if you go through the steps of trying to actually do this process of fasting. And there's really no crazy drastic change to your life. If you like eating McDonald's, if you like eating chips, you can still do it. Now, the idea is to reduce it and to do smaller and smaller portions. And if you have the ability to fully wean it off, for example, you know, you're not supposed to really have Coke, you're not supposed to have cream in your coffee. And the idea is if you have that discipline and if you can get used to it, you want to eventually completely cut everything off. But it's not necessary with the fast. You can go with, you know, half cream, half sugar, and you know, you can do this method half foot in, and as you improve, try to like eliminate or try to perfect it. So in a way, you don't have to do a 16-hour window of not eating. You can start with 12 and then hopefully move to 13, hopefully move to 14. Obviously eating healthy is very important, but you don't have to do that right away. You can do your 16-hour fast and then eat really poorly. But like I said, try to do a smaller portion and eventually try to move into eating healthy. But these are all just baby steps, and it doesn't require you to immediately cut everything out. And that's just the biggest problem with health and fitness today, is that there's a lot of just scammy products and it requires money. And for the goal of this channel, and if you're watching this, is I don't have anything to sell to you. And the reason fasting is so interesting is that it saves you a lot of money, because if you're on a fast, it's actually kind of awesome. And I'm going to tell this from my guy perspective. Dating is not cheap, so it's hilarious when you go on a date and you tell your date that you're fasting, and obviously the girl wants you to pay. And you know, I have gone on dates where I am fasting and I won't eat. I just have a water. I'll buy them a drink, and if they're really pushy, maybe if I really like them, I'll buy them a dinner as well. But it's just hilarious because it turns it around on the girl on the first date, where you know, you're not necessarily having to buy them a drink, and if you have to buy them a drink and you have to buy them a meal, at least your portion is gone because you have the fast. So it's just a really interesting aspect, but there's just a lot of ways that you save money, because you're going to be with your friends, and it does suck, you know, saying, hey, I'm on a fast, you know, I have to wait, or we have to do it later. But it helps bring character, and just long term, if you stick to it, you will shed off the weights, especially if you're making gradual progress. And at the same time, you should be saving money. And I will be providing information on this channel on what you can do to kind of get to your goals. And at the end of the day, it doesn't cost any money. You're going to be consuming less, drinking more coffee and tea, which hopefully is very cheap, or you can find ways to make it cheap. And if you can throw in exercise, great. But for now, I'm not focusing on that. And I will be providing exercises, but the exercises for this channel in the beginning will be mostly, for at least me, home workouts, so it doesn't require a gym. Just doing things that even if you're on the road, you can do, and I'll make it really bland. I mean, a big part of this workout plan for me has just been push-ups and sit-ups, and that sounds really boring, but they're easy to do. They don't require you to go to the gym. You can do it wherever you are in the world. And it's just starting with simple goals. So if you have a chance, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be sharing more information, and I will talk to you guys soon.